Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Serena. In today's video, I have a wedding DIY for you. I'm going to show you guys how to put together a DIY alternative wedding guest book. I will insert a photo right here for you guys to take a look at what I'm talking about. This is actually what Marcus and I did use on our wedding day for our guest book, so I can attest that it turns out amazing. Now, this is not just some old guest book that gets signed by your guests on your wedding day and then when your wedding is over gets packaged up, thrown into a closet, and never sees the light of day like so many other things. This is going to be on display in your house, front and center, for you to be able to enjoy every day, 24/7, for years to come. I absolutely love the way this turned out, and when Marcus and I were planning our wedding, I was definitely looking for an alternative for a guest book because I didn't want something that was never going to see the light of day, A, and B, I am kind of a aesthetic freak. I mean, clearly you guys know I have a YouTube channel on home decor, DIY, and all that stuff. I'm big on visual things. I did not want a gorgeous photo with an overly large border and have people scribbling all over it. I wanted something that I could really treasure and that I would have on display all the time in my home so that I could look at it whenever I wanted. So if you guys are interested in how I put this together, it is a bit of a two-part project, which is really easy. I'm going to go into great detail on how to put this together, but it really is not going to take you a lot of time at all, and you don't have to have any artsy craftsy skills. This is a cut and dry project, and it is super simple to put together. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get you started on how to put your own wedding guest book DIY together. Firstly, I have to say, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Serena. I have a lifestyle channel here on YouTube and I do a number of DIY videos, so I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to my channel. Secondly, if you are newly engaged, congratulations. I wish you all the best. Best of luck, best of everything on your wedding day. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna show you guys what you need. So what you're gonna need to get started is a paper puncher. You guys know I'm pretty fond of these. This is the Recollections brand. I picked this up from Michael's, and this is the 2 3/8 inches heart puncher. It's just the cleanest lines and it works great. Next, what you're going to do is you are going to choose your 3 different types of paper. Of course, I went with glitter because you guys know I love glitter. I've got a plain one for my guests to sign, and then I added some music notes. This is just some sheet music that actually had sentimental value. This belonged to Marcus's uncle who had passed away, and he played the accordion, and we inherited his sheet music, so I went ahead and I incorporated that in, and I absolutely love it. Now, as far as your paper goes, you guys can really pick whatever you want. Sky is the limit with paper crafting. They have so many incredible options at the craft stores nowadays that it's really hard to pick. You guys are spoiled for choice. Next, you're gonna need some type of a hinged frame. I've heard of these as being referred to as shadow boxes. This one I really like because I like the inside. It's a beautiful light burlap color, and the fabric has a little bit of padding underneath, which is essential when you're using pins to pin your photos down. So you're also gonna pick a photo that you love of you and your fiance. This one is by Lorena Photography. She's in Northern California. If you guys wanna check her out, I'll link her website. This was captured on the day that Marcus proposed. He hired her to hide and capture the moment, and it was so special. So we love this photo. So then all you do is you take your pins and you pin this in place, which is why I was saying it's kind of essential to have the padding and the fabric below because it's really flexible and you can change it out later on, which is really great. Again, leaving some space down at the bottom so that you can put as many of your paper hearts as you would like. And then you're just gonna go ahead and fill your box at the bottom with your hearts. This is a great box as well because there's hinges on the back for hanging on either side. So as you'll see when we have our wedding photo in there, we have it hanging the opposite way. So we have it vertical and horizontal. So this particular frame is really great for that. I will link it below if I can find it. I believe we got it at Michael's, and you gotta use the coupons because these can get pricey. So this is just kind of a close-up photo that I took myself of how it's gonna look. This is how you're gonna have it set up on your wedding table. Now I'm gonna insert some photos here taken from our actual wedding day so you guys can get kind of an idea for how it was set up on our wedding day to make it as easy as possible for our guests. I ended up just getting an 8x10 frame from Hobby Lobby and inserting I typed up some written instructions for our guests on what it is that they were signing here and how it was going to work later on. And I think it also really helped to have the actual engagement photo on display so that they could kind of see and visualize for themselves what it was going to look like afterwards. By the way, our wedding photographer and videographer was XoXo Productions. They are based out of Sacramento and they're absolutely incredible. So if you guys want to check them out, I will link their website down below. As you will see in these photos from XoXo Photography from our wedding day, you will see how we had them displayed. So we had a very small apothecary jar with our blank cardstock paper hearts in it, and then we had a empty canister, kind of looks like a cauldron, so we had that there next to the paper hearts canister. We had the frame telling our guests to pick out a heart, sign a message, and then drop it into the canister so that we can collect it later. And I also used gold and silver Milky pens or gel pens. I really love the way that the gold and silver turned out on the paper hearts for my guests signing their names and writing their messages. I just think it looks so much cleaner and so much more cohesive with the motif that I was going for. So once the wedding is over, you're going to have a bunch of little paper hearts all over the place. Make sure you put them in a Ziploc baggie and you store them in a safe place that you will remember, because you're gonna have to wait until your wedding photos come back and pick your favorite wedding photo to put inside of this box along with the paper hearts. I just had so much fun reading through the messages that our guests put on the paper hearts, and I just think it's so special. It's literally a time capsule for our wedding day, and I just feel like it's so special, and you can't put a price on being able to relive those memories and having something that is hanging in your house on a regular basis to remind you of the incredible time spent with your loved ones. So here's the final look with our wedding photo in here. I just absolutely adore the way it looks, from the glitter hearts to the photograph to the sheet music, and then our sweet messages peeking through from our friends and family member. It looks great. It's cohesive because the pens that we had them use were gold and silver, and I think that it really is just a beautiful way to display one of the most incredible days of our lives. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys like the finished product. I'm absolutely in love with it. And if you guys do make this, let me know in the comments below, or if you're planning on making this, let me know in the comments below. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you have a friend who is getting married, make sure you share this video with her or him, because they might find it helpful. As always, hit that subscribe button down below before leaving if you're not already subscribed. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Love you so much. Mwah! I'll see you in the next video.